Hello students. Today in this video, we'll discuss about the first chapter of business studies of class 12th, nature and significance of management. In this video, we'll discuss about the meaning of management and the characteristics of management. Now, whenever we talk about management, for the success of any organization, management is very important. Management is a process of planning, organizing, actuating and controlling the organization's operations and activities effectively and efficiently. Thus, management means to manage man working in groups to achieve group goals. So, whenever we talk about management, management is a process of planning. Here, we are going to make plan for future, means what has to be achieved, how it can be achieved, people that are being required for the achievement of that goal, the resources that are being required for the achievement of that goal. Everything will be decided in advance. Then you have to organize the things. So, whatever material resources and the human resources that are being required for the achievement of the goal, we are going to make the arrangement for the same. The human resources that are being required, that we need to staff in the organization, we have to direct them, we have to motivate them, we have to direct them, we have to instruct them, and accordingly, we have to control the activities of each and every individual in the organization so that we can achieve our organizational goal. Thus, make management to be the important aspect of any organization. It has been said proper management will lead to the achievement of the organizational goal in time with least cost. So, thus, management is related with effectively and efficiently. Now, we'll discuss about the definitions of management. Management is the process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals working together in groups efficiently accomplish selected aims. By Harold Kuntz and Hinz. Management is the process of designing and maintaining an environment. It means management is a process where you are going to make or where you are going to maintain and design an environment which will be conducive for the individuals who are working over there, working together in groups. As you know, whenever we are talk about organization, we talk about groups of individuals. So these groups of individuals are going to accomplish the organizational goals efficiently and effectively. As said by Robert L. Trilly and M. Guinea, management is defined as the process of planning. Means management is the process of planning, as I've told you that in advance you are going to decide what you are going to do in future. Organizing means you are going to organize or you are going to arrange all those material and human resources that are being required for the implementation of the plan. Actuating and controlling an organizational operation in order to achieve coordination of the human and material resources. As you know, for the success of the organization or any organization, you require the coordination between the human resource and the material resource. Now, when you talk about human resource means the individuals who are working for the organization, and material resources means the resources that you are having like raw material, machine, tools, equipments, and the coordination between these two resources is being essential in the effective and efficient attainment of the objectives. So, with the help of the proper coordination between these two resources, it will be easy for the organization to achieve the goals effectively and efficiently. As said by Critno, management is the process of working with and through others to effectively achieve organizational objectives by efficiently using limited resources in the changing environment. So, here said management is the process of working with and through others to effectively achieve organizational objectives. Either you are going to work or you are going to get the help of the others to achieve the organizational goals effectively and efficiently. Here you are going to make the efficient use of limited resources in the changing environment. As we know, the business environment keeps on changing, and as per the changing environment, you have to manage the things of the organization. so that you can achieve your goals effectively and efficiently. So with the help of this, you can make out that in management you have to work with others, and with the help of others you are going to achieve the organizational goal effectively and efficiently. Thus, it makes management to be a continuous process. Here, you are going to manage the business activities in a continuous manner. Now, it has been said, management thus therefore being defined as a process of getting things done with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. Here, we need to analyze the definition. 1. Process. Yes, it has been set as process because the primary function or activities that management performs is to get things done. These functions are planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling, which we are going to discuss them in later chapter. Being effective or doing work effectively basically means finishing the given task. Now, on regular basis we are using two words, one effectiveness or effectively and second is efficiently. So, you must know the meaning of these two terms. Now, being effective means what? Doing work effectively basically means finishing the given task. So, whatever task that has been given to you, if you complete that task, it means you are effective. So, effective in management is concerned with doing the right task. So, whenever we talk about effectiveness, now whenever we talk about effectiveness in the management is concerned with the right task, completing activities and achieving goals. In other words, it's concerned with the end results. So, whenever we talk about effectiveness, it is related with or it's concerned with end result only. It means whatever task that has been assigned to you, if you complete that task, it means you are effective. But it's not always just to complete the task that has been assigned to the individual. The another aspect that is being very important is being efficient. Now, when we talk about efficient or efficiency, it means doing the right task correctly and with minimum cost. So, whenever you have been given with any task, if you complete that task in time and with minimum cost, it means that you are efficient. So, there is a kind of cost benefit analysis involved and the relationship between inputs and outputs. If by using less resources, more benefits are derived, then efficiency has increased. Efficiency is also increased when for the same benefit or outputs, fewer resources are used and less costs are incurred. So, whenever we talk about efficiency, it means we talk about what? Completing the task within time and with minimum cost. So, here we are going to do cost analysis, cost benefit analysis, you could say, means how much cost has been incurred and out of that cost how much benefit you are going to get. If you get more benefit than the cost, that means you are efficient. So, whenever we talk about management is concerned with efficient use of these resources because they reduce cost and ultimately leads to higher profits. So, in boards you will be asked about these two terms, effectiveness and efficiency. So, you must be known about this. One is concerned with completing the given task and the another is concerned with what? Completing the task with minimum cost. Now, when we talk about efficiency, it is completing the task within time with minimum cost, whereas when we talk about effectiveness, is just completing the task within time. Now, you can understand it with the help of an example, like a target production has been given of 500 units in a year, and to achieve this target the manager has to operate on double shifts due to power failure most of the time. The manager is able to produce 5,000 units but at a higher production cost. In this case, the manager was effective but not so efficient. Now, if I will ask the question why this has been written that the manager here is effective or was effective but not efficient, As I've told you, effectiveness means what? Completing the given task. But if the cost is more, it will show that you are not efficient. So to be efficient, what is being required? That whatever production that has to be done by you, it's to be done with the minimum cost. So you have to remember these 2 points, that whenever we talk about efficient, it means what? It is related with cost benefit analysis. Here if the target or the output that is being required is achieved with minimum cost, then you can call it to be efficient. Whereas if you just achieve the target, whatever the cost may be or higher cost, then it may only call to be effective. So you must understand these two terms. Now we'll discuss about the characteristics of management. Now with the set definitions, we can make out the characteristics of management. First, management is a goal-oriented process. Yes, management is a goal-oriented process. As we know, any organization that has been set up is being set up for a basic goal, which are the basic reason for its existence. So whenever we talk about any organization or the establishment of any organization, that organization has been established with an aim to achieve certain goals or with to achieve a goal. So management, so what management does? Management unites all the efforts of the individuals who are working in the organization, those who are playing different roles in the organization. It unites the efforts of those individuals and helps in achieving the organizational goals by uniting the efforts of those individuals towards the common goal of the organization. That make management to be a goal oriented process. So whenever we talk about management, it means we are doing a process for the achievement of a certain goal. Second, management is all pervasive. Now when we talk about management is all pervasive, it means management is being required at every level of organization. Whether we talk about top level management, or whether we talk about top level, we talk about lower level, we talk about middle level, or any part of the organization, at every corner of the organization you required of management. As well as management is being required for all kind of business activities, whether it's profitable activity or a non-profitable activity, whether the activity is being done in India or it's being done in any part of the world. In every set of organization you required of management, whether it's a cultural activity, whether it's a social activity, whether it's sports activity, you required management at every aspect of your life. That makes management to be all pervasive. Whether we talk about India, we talk about America, we talk about any country of the world, we talk about any set of business in any part of the world, you required of management, which make management to be all pervasive. Next, management is multidimensional. Yes, management is a complex activity that has three main dimensions. First, management of work. Now when we talk about management of work, it means if we talk about any organization, all kind of organization exist for the performance of some work. Like if we talk about a manufacturing unit, here the work of the organization is to do the manufacturing or to do the production. If we talk about a hospital, here the patients are going to be get treated. If we talk about a retail store, here the consumer or the customer's needs are being satisfied. So what management does? Management translate this work in terms of goals to be achieved and assign the means to achieve it. Means whatever work or whatever task that has to be done in that organization, management translated it in the terms of goals. Like as I've told you, in case of a retail store, the customer's needs are to be satisfied. So here the work of the retail store will be, or the work of that retail store will be converted into goal that consumer satisfaction is being required. So what management will do? Management is going to translate the work in terms of goals that to be achieved. So this is done in terms of problems to be solved, decisions to be made, plans to be established, budget to be prepared, responsibility to be assigned, and authority to be delegated. So that is called management of work. Then the second aspect that you are going to discuss in management as multidimensional, management of people. As we know, human resource or people who are working for the organization are known to be the greatest asset of that organization. Without these human resources, it will be difficult for the organization to achieve its goal. So, if you have technology, clear, but you don't have the efficient workforce to operate those technology, these technology will be of no use. So, under management of people, what you are going to do, it implies dealing with employees as individuals with diverse need and behavior. When you talk about management of people, means if you talk about individuals who are working in the organization, clear, we are dealing with those individuals who have diverse needs and behavior. As you know, every individual is totally indifferent from the other in terms of needs, in terms of behavior. So when you talk about management of people, we have to understand the diverse need of the individuals, we have to understand the diverse behavior of the individual, and according to the need and the behavior of the individual, we have to manage that particular individual. Then only it will be easy for the organization to achieve its goals effectively and efficiently. Second, it also means dealing individuals as a group of people. As we talk about organization, it means we talk about group. Clear? So here we have to be very we have to be very focused about the group goals also. Then only it will be easy for the organization to divert the efforts of the individuals towards the group goals. So this is what called management of people. So the task of management is to make people work towards achieving the organizational goals by making their strengths effective and their weakness irrelevant. So under the management of people, you are going to work on their strength, and you are going to use the strength of those individuals for the achievement of the goals of the organization. And when you talk about their weaknesses, then you have to be irrelevant about that. So this is what called management of people. The third aspect of your multiple or multi-dimensional is management of operation. Now when you talk about the organization, it has some basic product or service to be provided in order to survive. If we talk about any organization, either that organization is going to make or is going to do the manufacturing, or is going to do the production, or on the other hand the organization may provide some kind of services in order to survive in the market. Thus it requires a production process which entails the flow of input materials and the technology for transforming this input into the desired output for consumption. Now if we talk about a manufacturing unit, what we do, we convert the raw material to finished products with the help of the technology and the human resources. So a complete operation will take place for the conversion of the raw material into finished products. So what the management is going to do, management is going to look after all the aspects that are being required for the transformation of your raw material into finished products. So it's going to interlink with both the management of work and management of people. Means under management of operation, you are going to look into the management of people as well as the management of the work. Means how efficiently the resources has been utilized, how efficiently the human resource has been utilized, so that the complete operation that take place over there for the conversion of raw material into finished product should be done effectively and efficiently. So all these elements constitutes makes management to be a multidimensional function. The next characteristic is what? Management is a continuous process. Yes, management is a continuous process, as I've told you, management, the process of management, you could say, is a series of continuous composite functions. Like, first you have to do planning. First you have to do planning, then you have to organize the things for that, then the individuals who are working in the organization, you have to direct them, you have to staff, you have to control the activities of those individuals. So this is a series, or it's a vicious circle that is going to be there on a continuous basis. If one function has been performed, then you have to perform the another function, and this cycle keeps on going. So which makes management to be a continuous process. You have planned for achievement of one goal, you arrange everything for that, you organize everything for that, you direct some everything, you direct each and every individual for that. Clear? So staffing is there, controlling is there. Again, after the achievement of the goal, you will set another target for you, then you will strive for the achievement of that goal. So it means what? Your vicious circle of management, or the vicious circle of these management functions, will keep on going, keep on going, and keep on going, which makes management to be a continuous process. The next is management is a group activity. Yes, whenever we talk about organization, we talk about different individuals, or the collection of different individuals who have diverse needs, who have diverse behaviors. So collectively, the group of individuals we called organization. So what management does? Management is going to fulfill the diverse needs of those individuals. The management is going to fulfill the needs of those individuals, and going to get the work from those different individuals towards the common goal of the organization, or you could say the efforts of these different individuals who are having different diverse needs and different behaviors towards the achievement of the common goal of the organization, which needs teamwork and coordination of different individuals in a common direction. So management helps in achieving this function to achieve the common goal of the organization. And at the same time, the management is going to provide all those opportunities to different individuals who are working in the organization, so that they can fulfill their dreams, so that they can achieve what they are capable of. So every kind of possible opportunity will be provided by the organization to the different individuals, so that they can fulfill their dreams. The next feature of management is dynamic, is a dynamic function. Yes, management is a dynamic function, as management has to adapt itself to the changing environment. It means management has to change according to the need of the hour. It has to adapt the changes. An organization interacts with its external environment, which consists of various social, economic and political factors. In order to be successful, an organization must change itself and its goals according to the needs of the environment. Like in present situation, you can look in, right now we have COVID-19. Clear? As you know that schools are not opening, everything has to be done online. So what the management has done, now they have shifted from the classroom teaching to online teaching. Clear? They have changed the pattern from blackboard teaching to virtual teaching. So this is what management is, a dynamic function. Management change itself according to the need of the change, or R, you could say. Whatever changes that took place in the environment, management has to adapt itself according to those changes. So if right now we have to survive, we have to survive as per the need of the hour. That's why we are taking online classes, what we are giving you online videos. Clear? So this is what management is, a dynamic function. It keeps on changing according to the change in the environment. Management is an intangible force. Yes, management is an intangible force, because whenever we talk about management, Clear? We cannot see management. Nobody has seen the management, but yes, the presence of the management can be felt by its outcome or by its result, you could say. Like for example, if you visit to a school and you find everything in a proper manner over there, clear, the you find the children are disciplined. If you visit to the classes of those of that school, you find each and everything has been properly, you could say, they are being in proper specific, in proper and specific places. Clear? Everything is being done properly, so you can feel management is there. So you haven't seen management, but yes, by the scenario or by the result you can make out management is there, which make management to be an intangible force. Clear? If the employees of the organization are happy, clear, then if the if everything has been done as per the plans, if everything has been proper order, clear, everything is being is in systematic manner, so you can make out management is there. So with the result that you can see, you can make out management is there. That make management to be an intangible force. Means you cannot see management, but yes, the presence of the management can be felt by its results. So this is what we are going to discuss in this video. Thank you for your patience listening.